Hello.
Hey, good morning, Rod. How are you?
What's going on? There we go.
Hey, so you guys have played the run pretty well those first 2 weeks. What do you think kind of went off course a little bit on Saturday?
Yeah, just all around, inconsistent defense. We got to come together. That's definitely out of our character to, play like that. And, we'll make up for it next game.
What have the conversations been like as a unit? I mean, are you guys able to pinpoint one or two problems? Are you still looking to diagnose what went wrong? Or, I mean, do you have a pretty good idea?
Something like that at the end of the day is just keep your heads up, stay together, play together, trust in each other's ability.
Hey, Rod, did you see the play Rutgers ran a couple of weeks ago with the multiple laterals all over the field? Did you see the play or not?
You said the play when Rutgers had the multiple
laterals. Yeah. And
I think I did peep that one. It didn't count, did it?
Didn't count, but I just wondered what you thought of that. How fun would that be as a player to be part of that?
I would have got tired. I don't even lie to you. All them passes, I would just be like, yo, somebody just run into the end zone.
Did you see a lineman was a big part of that? Offensive lineman tossed the ball over his head.
Yeah, it's one of them crazy things where, anything can happen.
Is that kind of a lesson for you guys like going forward, that things like that can happen now?
Yeah, any game we go into, anything can happen. So we got to be prepared for anything.
And Rutgers coach is known for kind of crazy plays anyway. Maybe you guys may be more on high alert this week because of that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, we saw it on film, so we're already alert to it.
Thanks, Rod.
Hey, Rod, hope you're well, man. I want to ask you about the freshman next to you. What has impressed you most, or what has stood out most so far about Johnny Newton?
Oh yeah, Johnny boy, that's my guy right there. He gonna be something good, man. I really like the way Johnny plays. I like having him next to me. He's a good player. He doesn't fold under the pressure, and he likes to work.
I mean, I know you're a fifth-year senior, and he's just 18 years old. What have you thought about how he's handled, this increased role, especially after he missed some time? He told us with COVID. What you thought about how he's kind of just handled all of it?
I think he's handled it pretty well. And me as a graduate, and I was a freshman 5 years ago or 4 years ago. It's been so long. I give him advice every day, like, man, keep your head in it. You're only a freshman. It's only up from here. I mean, you in the Big Ten, and you was the number one D tackle, so keep your head up, man.
Does he ask you a lot of advice? What kind of questions does he ask you?
It'll be like, if it's just like a certain play and he sees something, he's like, right, so do we do we do this, do we do that? But he'll ask something every now and then.
What do you think of him physically as a player at age 18, I guess?
Dude, I wasn't even looking like that when I came in as a freshman. I ain't gonna lie, I was sloppy as a freshman, then I had to work myself up.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it, man.
Rod, how much does like finger pointing and guys just kind of going at each other after a couple of games like this just have to be on point to kind of avoid that and keep the cohesion together?
Or
is that really not a problem right now with your group?
Yeah, it's really not a problem, because as soon as for me, I know as soon as I see something about to go, like, hey, cool it out. Keep your heads up, stay together. We got 6 games to turn this around. So,
are you comfortable even just being, new guy Rod, like you said you are, to kind of take on at least a partial leadership role on this defense and on this team, just being a fifth-year senior and kind of knowing how things are supposed to go?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with it, but I wait for those guys to, ask for my opinion. I don't want to just butt in, because at the same time, like I said before, I still have to earn their respect.
Thanks, Rod. Appreciate it.
Hey, Rod, I had a quick one. Lovey's a guy who really stays pretty even keel. I mean, we've seen it at the last few years out of him. As somebody who just met him, what are your impressions of the way that, 0-3, he doesn't seem rattled. He kind of just is steady. What does that do for a team?
It keeps the composure of the team. So, the way I'm trying to think, what's the saying? They say, what's that saying they always say, how this goes is how the team goes, or something like that. I forgot the saying, but when your head coach keeps his composure, then the team keeps their composure. And so that's just kind of how it rolls. And that's that experience that he has.
And it doesn't really seem like, in talking to some of the guys, there's a lack of confidence on this team. Do you guys still have that level of confidence even with this start?
Oh yeah, we got all the confidence in the world. Because me personally, I see the talent that we have. We just got to put it together. And I'm looking at it like, DB versus wide receiver, 9 times out of 10, if it's a one-on-one matchup, I know my guy's going to win every time. But at the end of the day, it's a team game, and we got to put it together. And when we do, it's going to be a phenomenal.
And my last thing is with the guys out with injury or in contact tracing, do you guys use that as a crutch? Like, well, we are missing these guys, or is it a next man up type of mentality?
Hey, next man up, because everybody wants that opportunity to show what they got to do.
Thanks, Rob.
Hey Rod, real quick, just as a D line as a whole, where do you feel like your guys' pass rush is at? Do you feel good about what you guys have been able to do these past 3 games, or areas you guys really want to improve in?
There's always room for improvement. As far as right now, we as a D line, we agreed last game was not characteristic of us. We agreed on that as a whole. So we know we got to come and show what we're really about against Rutgers.
Do you feel like you guys have gotten enough pressure on the 3 quarterbacks you faced?
Decent, but we always want more. They'll say, "Oh, it was good pressure," but we always want more pressure. Anytime that ball snaps, we want to be back there. So.
All right, thanks.
Okay. That's all.